What is on top of the deck? What is on top of the deck?
Oh, it's Lightning Helix! Oh my god! Oh my god!
Welcome to
Heroes in a half shell, turtle power.
Hello everyone, and welcome into the show. Welcome on in each and every one of you mutants out there. Who is mutating? Who has mutated? And what have you turned into? Please write your fan mail to Goku or Go Home, P.O. Box, AGL, Discord. Thank you. Welcome on in, each and every one of you. I welcome you all into the show. This is, of course, Hunt the Week. It is your weekly Magic the Gathering podcast about the Arena Gauntlet League that we know, love, and play in. Who am I? Well, I mean, you know, you're listening to the show, but I guess if you don't, I'm your host with the most, your Don John DeMarco, your Goku, or Go Home, the pride of Mardu. I am a 6-time top 8er, a 2-time league winner, and one time I was going, I'm in it. I was in it, I'm still in it, we're going to talk about it. We're in week 3 of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles League. I guess this show is for week 2, but we're getting ready to start week 3. Yeah, let's go ahead. Let's get into it. Cowabunga!
I made up money.
On the half shell, they're the heroes for. In this day and age, who could ask for more?
That's right. This week, as I record, 3:10 p.m. on Thursday, this is your Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle top 8. Number 1, Parker V, 10-0. Number 2, Chris PR, Dark Dragons, 8-2. Number 6, Zach M, Marillium, 8-2. Ryan M, Rern, 8-2. Tim O, Zevin, 8-2. Mitchell S, Spaghetti Mitch, 8-2. Maxime R. Tassiger, 8-2. Chris O, 91, 8-2. And there's 2 more 8-2s. John P. Goku or Go Home, 8-2. Caleb G. Why Not, 8-2. 5 O's. Parker V, of course, has the 5 O's, undefeated. 5-0 to Tim O. Zevin. 5-0 to Seaver M. Seaver. Those are all your 5 O's. How did I do? I did really good. I'm doing well. I went 4-1. I'm 8-2. I'm tied for second with 9 people. It's crazy that I'm 8-2 and I'm not in the top 8. Wild to me. Because I'm in the top 8 all week. This is the first time I've checked and I haven't been. Here's the problem. Tiebreakers are not very good. Tiebreakers are not great for me. And there's just so many people 8-2, and the 7-3s. There's a lot of 7-3s too. So like, there's still plenty of league left, but at the same time, there isn't a lot of league left. We got one more week for this thing, and then it starts over. And this isn't Avatar. I don't get rewarded in the second half of the league for doing well in the first half. So I'm a little stressed. I'm a little worried. I think it's going to be really hard to top 8 this thing. There's so many people. And I feel it in the back of my head that I am not going to get eliminated, but I'm not going to make it in, and I'm going to be upset. I'll be sad. But maybe I make it in. I mean, that's the thing. The deck's playing well. I feel good about it. It's the best I've done. I mean, way better than ECL. So I'm hoping to finish strong, but I know it's going to be tough. I mean, you got these names: Maxime R. Tassiger, Parker V, Zach M, Ryan M, Spaghetti Mitch, Caleb G's out there. There's still Johnny M, Matthias. There's a lot of scary names and a lot of scary decks out there. And I think we got to talk about the mutate mechanic a little bit, because I love the mechanic. I think it's so cool. I love chaos magic. I love the idea of changing your cards into other cards and all this stuff. It's so cool. I think it's awesome and so well done. I haven't done it. I don't think a lot of people are doing it. I mean, maybe that's just, you're looking at the top, top people, and they don't open a lot of packs because they haven't lost much. Like I've only opened 2 packs. But even scrolling through, it doesn't look like, most people are mutating maybe once, is what it seems like. I guess at least once it seems. But I don't know. I wish it was a little bit more mutaty. I have said it before. I'll say it again. That's why I'm really looking more forward to the second half of this league, when things are going to be getting weird and wild and chaosy. But there's also crazy stuff out there to be opened and mutated into. The problem is that if you're mutating, that means you already opened a pretty bad pack, and you're not going to mutate into different colors. I think Evan called all this out a while ago, that this may happen. But we'll see. I mean, there's still one more week left. A lot of Magic to be played, and there could be things mutated. I'm really happy with my starting pool mutations. I think that's really cool, and I'm glad we've got to see how everything works. I guess this is one of those mechanics that's like, if you're doing well, like Parker hasn't even had a chance to use it, which is amazing. Way to go, Parker. One of 3 people to ever go undefeated, 10-0 going into a third week. Other than that, it's just Turtles. And I think it's been fine. I'm not really drafting the set, so I don't know much of what's going on. What's helping me do well? Strong cards. I've got a Sally, and that card's really good. And I've got Last Ronin, and that card's really good. And I've got Splinter's Technique, which can grab the Last Ronin. I can't tell you how many games I've won because I just cast Splinter's Technique on turn 4 and let my opponents empty their hand into my board wipe. You never grab Sally. I grabbed Sally once in a practice game and lost. And was like, should have just been Last Ronin. And you know what? It's always Last Ronin. If you're listening to the show and we pair up and I cast it, I'm grabbing the Last Ronin. You don't have to open my pool. Don't do that. Don't waste the time. It's Last Ronin. But I'm enjoying the league. I mean, I'm winning, so of course that always helps. But again, I think the mutate mechanic is so awesome and so cool. I just don't know that I'm getting to experience it to its fullest. But again, we're only 2 weeks in the league. It's just weird because it's 2-3-week leagues, so I'm kind of thinking this is like a league that's ending, even though we're not even halfway through it yet. But that's part of the fun design here of two different leagues. But we got one more week in this thing. Again, I'm gonna try and top 8. I want to top 8. I want to do well. But it's gonna be a tough one, as it always is. And again, my OMW is not doing me any favors right now. That could be a big problem for your boy. And of course, we can't continue without a song from Kevin Icony, 1993. Kevin sent this in. He said, "This song is for my number 1 fan, Buster. Since I'm his sensei in terms of music, what better idea than making one of his favorite songs into a song about Master Splinter? Enjoy."
Quiet in the dojo hall, land shadows on the wall, ancient wisdom in his call, guiding from the night, footsteps on the rooftop tiles, patient voice and knowing smile, watching from the shadows while training us to fight. You're our sensei in the night, leading us with silent light. From the sewer to the sky, always showing us the way. You're our sensei, echoes through the city streets, lessons in each move we repeat, every failure, every defeat, part of what we learn through the darkness, calm and Maybe we will never be half the warrior you see, but your words will carry on. Every battle fought through the shadows, through the years, facing down our doubts and fears. Every lesson that we hear is the path you taught. You're our sensei in the night, guardian of what is right. From the shadows you remain, first star that we find. You're our sensei.
Again, another banger from Kevin, and Buster gets his shout-outs as he does, as he seems to always do. I didn't realize you guys were Master and Sensei, but it makes sense, and I'm happy to hear it. And I'm happy about the guest we got this week. So please join me as we get together and mutate.
The little ones were crawling into a strange glowing ooze from a broken canister nearby, but nothing could have prepared me for what happened next. One of them spoke.
Pizza! Pizza!
This week I talked to none other than Alex H. Merriman. Alex has been in a boatload of leagues, a buttload of leagues. He's been around for a while, and I was amazed to hear that he's never even cashed one. But he's already done it in this one, and he's having his best finish to his best league yet. Currently 7-3, right outside of the bubble, but a good week 3, and he could see himself into his first mega draft. So please join me and listen to my interview with Alex H. Merriman now. All right, everyone, join us this week as we mutate with none other than Alex H., a.k.a. Merriman. Welcome to the show, Alex.
Hey, thanks. Glad to be on here.
Hey, happy to get you on. You're out there stomping around in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles League. You've been around a long time, been meaning to get you on. Seemed like a great opportunity to grab the bull by the horns, as they say, and finally wrangle you in.
Yeah, this is the best I've ever done in a league. I've never actually cashed out, so this has been a fun ride.
I can't wait to talk about it, man, because you've been in a ton of leagues, and you are it's finally coming together as it does when it does, right? Like, and I want to talk about it, but before we look at the present, I like to look at the past. And I want to know, when did you start playing Magic?
That is not an easy answer, I guess. I played some with my friends in college, but it was just with their cards. I don't even know what sets were out or anything. But then I guess about 10 years ago, I played on an app on the iPad. I think it was called Duels of the Planeswalkers or something like that.
Yeah.
So I did that. I played a little bit on Arena. Then I got into Hearthstone for a while. But I got really interested in actually building a physical collection when Lord of the Rings was announced. I really love Lord of the Rings. The Peter Jackson trilogy came out when I was in high school. I loved that. I loved the books. So that got me interested in actually buying physical cards. So I also really like the art for Phyrexia All Will Be One, which was the set before that, and I was seeing those previews at the same time. So the first pre-release I went to was for All Will Be One. And I joined AGL. I think Bloomberg was probably when I joined.
Oh man, what a fun league that was, Bloomberg.
Mhm.
Are you a limited only person? Is that your thing, or do you mix around in other formats?
Mainly limited and standard. I play a fair amount of that on Arena, standard best of three, a little commander here and there. I've dipped my toes into Pioneer, but that's not really uh, much of a thing right now, apparently. Um, but yeah, mainly limited and standard.
What's your standard deck right now?
Uh, Omniscience.
Ooh.
Yeah, I got into that when it was Abuelo's Awakening.
Hmm.
You could um, reanimate it basically from the graveyard, and then that got banned. So we have adapted, and uh, it's a lot of fun. It's not maybe not the ideal deck in this meta, but it's what I'm used to.
Hey, and as long as you're having fun, that's what matters, right?
Yeah.
All right, so Phyrexia. So you came in around Phyrexia, all will be one. Great time to be getting into Magic, and you came into the league around Blueburrow. Great time to be coming into the league, if I do say so myself. But we are here now in Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. And like you said, you're having the league of your life, right? Like it's all coming together. Like it's not. I don't think it's possible for you to not cash at this point.
Yeah.
So like you've already achieved that goal. Um, what's what's different, man? What's happening? All right, did you get better? Is the deck that good? Does everybody just hate this set so they're not playing their matches? Is that what's happening? What's going on?
I think it's a little of both of the first two. I do have a really strong Boros pool. I have two Sally Prides
Ooh.
and one or two Mutanimals. Yeah, it's pretty sick. But I do feel like in general, I have kind of leveled up in limited in the last few months. There's several podcasts I listened to, um, probably like five different limited podcasts, and I've been focusing on that over constructed lately. So I think have gotten a little bit better with my deck construction and my gameplay.
Yeah, and I mean, opening up some big bombs like Sally does not hurt.
Not at all.
And in Burroughs, like if you're in Burroughs, I feel like that's the color Sally wants to be in. Uh,
Yep.
and like everything about that just sounds scary to me. And I say that as somebody who has a Sally, but I'm not playing the aggro Sally plan. I'm playing more of the value Sally plan.
Oh, yeah.
So I understand that Sally will carry you very far. Believe me, it's happening to me as well. Um, but it sounds like you got the right cards, you got the right deck, and like you said, you've leveled up your game. What podcast is it? The classics, your Lords of Limited, your uh whatever the other one is. Like,
Limited resources,
yeah,
Lords
that's right.
Limited, limited level ups. Those are the three kind of big ones, and then two newer podcasts. Let me look them up.
Of course, Hunt the Week. I know everyone's thinking it, everyone's saying it. Hunt the Week is where you come for uh the biggest, the brightest magic
Honestly,
stars.
I haven't listened to this
Put it
before.
into the road. You know what?
Why I haven't, but I guess I haven't really engaged with the like creator content side of the league before now. So I'll have to check it out though.
No, but you are a big community member of the league, right? You're even in the side server, right? Are you in the
Yeah,
side server?
I don't hang out there much, but I do. I really enjoy the side events, the roto drafts, and all that. Again, I never do very well, but I do enjoy the the challenge.
There's
Um,
always something to play, right?
yeah. Play of the game is a newer one, but it's with a couple pro limited players, Ryan Condon and Jason something.
Hmm.
But they focus on limited gameplay. So they will give a scenario that they ran into in a game. They'll post like a 17 lands link or a screenshot or something like that with what the board state was and their cards and all that. And then they'll just spend like 30 or 45 minutes talking through all the possible different options on this turn for them and how things could play out. Way deeper than you'd ever get in, a normal game of Magic, but
Yeah.
just kind of walking through all the different possibilities, pros and cons, and it's been really interesting to watch that or listen to that.
That sounds really, really interesting, actually.
Yeah.
That sounds really neat. Check out those podcasts if you're listening to the show, and take it from Alex. They help, get from how many leagues do you think you've been in now? Well, a lot.
I don't even know.
More than 10.
Almost pretty much everyone since Bloomborough. I imagine I might have missed out on one somewhere along the way, but I'm pretty regular.
And here it is coming together. And imagine if you would have listened to Hunt the Week. Oh man, yeah, your numbers will skyrocket, Alex. They will.
Yeah, of course.
So you're 7-3. Are you enjoying the mutate mechanic? It's really the only mechanic we got here, besides the split leagues. Are you enjoying, or are you mutating packs at all?
Yeah, I mutated one. I think just one so far. And it's interesting because, you can't, like, if you get a bomb in your color in your TMT pack,
Yeah.
you probably don't want to re-roll it for something different and from a different set. But if you don't get strong cards in your colors, you're not going to get.
Yeah, it doesn't fix it. It doesn't fix the problem.
You're not going to get any rares in your colors if you re-roll it. So it is a little bit different strategy wise than other re-roll mechanics we've had in the past. So that is interesting.
It's very different. It's cool. I love it. I love the mutate mechanic. It's just that awkward push and pull of like, you want to be in set, you want to be behind Ninja Turtles. If you're mutating a pack, it's because you already don't want that pack, right? Like you opened a bad pack, so you're mutating it as like a bonus. But like you said, if you open a black rare, it's not like it's going to mutate into a bomb white rare,
Yeah.
So it's not like you can play the high roll game. Though there are high rolls, but you can't. You're still kind of stuck. It's unless you want to change colors, which I don't know how many people are trying to change colors or do anything like that as they go. I don't know if this is a change stuff as you open league. Unless you open, I saw Pack Jackie Trakic open that had a Sally and the mythic turtle that gave everything double strike, and I was like, oh my god.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, he's like, I need about 10 minutes to rebuild my deck, guys. So it's like, I guess he wasn't playing white, and then you open that pack, you're playing white now.
Mm-hmm. For sure.
But you've been in quite a lot of leagues. Like you said, you've been around since Bloomborough. And again, Bloomborough is one that I really remember as one of my favorite mechanics we've ever done. Where it was, all these different choices, but everybody got to make the same choices. It was just about when you made them. What are some of your favorite leagues, or what designs from the AGL really get you excited to play in them?
I liked going back to Duskmorn. I think it was it the Sanity mechanic or something like that, where you could I forget exactly how it worked, but you could make certain choices to get benefits if you're taking weaker cards or weaker packs. That was it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Weaker packs, smaller deck size.
Yeah, that was it. Yeah, that was interesting. I also liked Final Fantasy with the leveling up different slots. I thought that was pretty fun.
Yeah, those are both great ones, but I think it's funny how often people because I asked this question to a lot of people, and a lot of people say Duskmorn was like one of the best mechanics. And it is a really fun mechanic that's really different than everything we like. I say we that happens in the AGL. Um, but I don't know. I like Duskmorn, and it was really neat and really different. What is it about that kind of like deck manipulation? Does it that speaks to you? Like, do you like the stipulation leagues too, or not as much?
Um, I the, the stipulation leagues are interesting. I don't think I've been as drawn to them. Um, I'm trying to remember what the last one would have been, but
Yeah, was it
I I
playground maybe?
I don't feel well. I in the past I haven't felt super confident with my deck building, so having to
Sure.
rebuild on a weekly basis or whatever, when if I happen to have found something that worked and now I have to do something completely different. I mean, it's good for building your um, deck building muscles, but um, it can be frustrating if you're not a strong deck builder. So
Yeah, and Final Fantasy was just an all timer. Like every time I think about Final Fantasy's league mechanic of like
oh yeah,
it was just fun to watch packs being open. And that's how I feel about the mutate. I love watching the mutate packs and just looking at what's in them. But Final Fantasy, man, you'd watch people roll packs and be like, man, this pack's got like 15 cards in it or whatever. It's just like
yeah,
there's so many cards. They were great.
yeah. Major shout out to the league committee and everybody that designs these mechanics. It's always something new, always something interesting, even if it doesn't always work out, the way people might have wanted or not as popular, but it's always uh, clearly a lot of thought and care put into it. So I definitely appreciate that.
Yeah, and to everyone, and we know we tip our cap to Lata, who has just stepped down from the league committee.
Oh,
And of course, we thank everyone and the people, especially Stephen and Steve, who have just like been going so crazy on the bot stuff and are there to like fix every problem. And there's always 1,000 problems.
yeah,
Um, you know, God bless you both for just answering every DM that's sent about every weird little mistake that happens. You guys are so wonderful. You work so hard. And you design such great leagues. Again, this is a great one. And then I know people think the set's good, not great, but I think the league is I think it's a great time.
yeah.
And I hope that's the thing. Do you have any thoughts about the first half versus the second half? Because we're both doing well. You're 7-3. I'm 8-2 right now. I hope to not make it to the second half, but I am more excited about the chaosiness of the second half than the first half myself, personally. Um,
I actually haven't really looked at what the rules are for the second half yet.
oh, it's great. The 4 packs in your starting pool that you didn't mutate, you keep those and they mutate, all 4 of them. And then you get 2 new Turtles packs, and that's your starting 6. Um, so you're still kind of playing with the same pool, um,
Right.
so you might be in the same colors, or at least you're going to look at cards and be like, oh man, I remember that 3-colored bomb I had. Like now that turned into this thing. Oh boy. Um, I don't know. I just think it's neat that you get to watch things change that you've been playing the last 3 weeks.
Yeah, that'll be interesting.
Although I hope neither one of us gets there because we're both doing good and we're both going to continue to do good, Alex. That's the promise we make to each other right here and now.
Of course.
Because like I said, you've never cashed, you're well on your way. You've never top 32'd, you're well on your way. And you know what? Could be your first top 8. And boy, do I hope that it is.
We'll see.
Now, I always learn a lot about my guests from this next question. It tells me who you are as a player, what's your style, what's your vibe. Um, I would love to know, Alex, what is your favorite Magic card?
Um, I had to think about this, and I couldn't narrow it down to just one, of course. But I kind of picked categories, and I picked
Ooh, I
um,
like it.
cards that I actually own. Um, My favorite art is the poster art Mount Doom. I think it was in the holiday edition, Lord of the Rings, wherever it was from. And I know that the poster art style isn't always people's favorites, but I think it really works for Mount Doom at least. Just looks really cool with the big glowing eye in the center and all that. The one that has the most sentimental value for me is another Lord of the Rings card. It's my pre-release stamp Orcish Bowmasters. I pulled it at pre-release for Lord of the Rings. Just because I love the Lord of the Rings set so much, and obviously that was a very good card, very special card to pull.
Nice card, expensive card too. Doesn't hurt.
Yeah. And then I'd say the most fun to play is AC, Tyrant of Gyre Straits. I don't play a ton of Commander, but this is kind of the deck that I've taken from it. It's a pre-con. I've taken it and kind of optimized it as much as I can into bracket 4, powered it up. I really enjoy playing that when I get the chance.
Yeah, that looks great. That looks like a fun deck. I Googled it because I don't know this card. But yeah, 5/5 for 6, green blue, 4 green blue. You may play an additional land on each of your turns. Landfall, whenever you play a land, draw a card. Yeah. That sounds great. And certainly you don't get into any weird shenanigans with that and putting, I'm sure, 1,000 lands onto the battlefield at once or anything.
Oh, yeah. Put down as many lands as you can, draw as many cards as you can, and then just go wild.
Right. Is there anything much more in life you want to do as a Magic player than, hey, 1, have mana to cast spells, and 2, draw 1,000 spells to cast with all the mana you got? Like,
yep.
It don't get better than that. Would you say that that's your favorite commander?
Yeah. I also like Tom Bombadil because I like the sagas are one of my favorite card types, I guess. So that's fun as well. But yeah, AC is my favorite.
And are you excited for the Hobbit set that's going to be coming out? Does that do the same thing for you that Lord of the Rings did?
No idea. I kind of felt like I sort of missed out a little bit. I bought plenty of Lord of the Rings and the Commander decks and all that.
Mm-hmm.
But I wasn't quite invested enough in Magic as for collecting at that point. I bought a few collector's packs, and obviously now they're like $100-$200 a piece now, or whatever they are. So I'm probably going to spring for a collector box of Hobbit at least. So I'm looking forward to exploring that, seeing all the new art that they come up with, and seeing what they are brave enough to reprint from Lord of the Rings into standard.
Right? Isn't that going to be the fun thing? Because it's like, everyone's ready for them to reprint the cards from Lord of the Rings that they can't reprint. Mm-hmm. But are they going to reprint the One Ring again? We're going to see Bowmasters come back? I don't know. A lot of speculation around the Hobbit set.
Yep, we'll see.
We will. And it's exciting, and it's an exciting time for Magic. And we got some great questions for you from the league. Are you ready for your league questions, Alex?
Yep.
All right. Your first question comes from Evan C. Peas of Crab. What can you tell us about the meaning of your profile pic? And if I can try to describe what it looks like real quick, it looks like a strange symbol with a lot of lines. I don't know. Help me out here, Alex.
That's a pretty accurate description. It's from the Stormlight Archives series by Brandon Sanderson. It's a fantasy series, and it is a glyph that's used to identify one group of magic users in that series called the Bondsmiths.
Ooh.
So that's kind of their symbol. Um, my favorite character from that series is called Dalinar, and he is a bondsmith. Their main principle is to unite, bring people together, lead. Um, and just personally, I relate to Dalinar as a character. So that's where that's from.
That's awesome. And you have the symbol so you can find others in the wild if they see it and know.
Yep.
Which have they? Has anyone ever come to you and said, "Hey man, I know what that is"?
Not yet. I've only had it as my profile picture for a couple months. I don't think I even had one before then. But yeah, there's like a banner that has it on it that I've got, and like a keychain and things like that as well. So
Oh, that's
maybe
awesome.
something.
Well, I love the next question because you can tell they've been paying attention. Luke M. Gravecrawler, what's your favorite Cosmere book?
Yep. Well, if you know anything about Stormlight Archive and Dalinar being my favorite character, you might be able to guess my favorite Cosmere book is Oathbringer, which is that Dalinar has the kind of main point of view role in that book. Gets into a lot of his backstory. I really relate to a lot of the themes in the book of taking responsibility for your mistakes, owning your pain for your past, all that kind of thing. It really struck a chord with me when I read it. I also really like Mistborn Final Empire, which is in another series, but also in the Cosmere universe of Brandon Sanderson. It's what got me into reading his books, and it actually got picked up for a movie trilogy.
Oh, wow.
The original, those three books. So I'm really looking forward to seeing that. And I am crossing my fingers for Universes Beyond set of the Cosmere or something like that. The author Brandon Sanderson is a avid Magic the Gathering collector and player. So he's done a few preview cards over the last couple of years. So he definitely has connections at Wizards. He has said in the past that it's not quite a big enough property for Wizards to be interested in, but they're getting a movie. They're going to get a TV series of Stormlight Archive. So I really hope that it comes around in a couple of years.
Yeah, that sounds exciting. It sounds like it's definitely possible, and it sounds like it's getting more and more possible as it goes on.
Yeah, for sure.
Man, I've been having a lot of people on the podcast lately who've been talking about Bryan Sanderson and other sci-fi authors and stuff. Not something I know a lot about, but there's a Magic players and sci-fi books. There's definitely something in that Venn diagram.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Our next question comes from Parker V, Major Maniac. What's your favorite mutant turtle?
So I watched a little bit of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles growing up. The animated series from I guess it would be late 90s, early 2000s.
Oh, yeah.
I don't remember a ton of it, but I guess if I had to pick one, it would be Donatello. I like the bow staff as a weapon. The gadgets interest me. I like techie stuff, so I guess I'd pick him.
Oh, I like it. Does he have do you think he has cards that represent him well in the set?
Yeah, it seems like it's is it artifacts deck seems to be doing pretty well. Yeah.
I do think they did a really good job of giving all the turtles. I don't know. As someone who also grew up on the TV show, and I know enough about the turtles. I watched the movies and everything. I even watched the most recent movie that like Seth Rogen did. I think they did a really good job of kind of getting their personalities out through the cards and through the set.
Yeah.
And I love all the dumb little references. Like there's the saga that's just does machines. And it's just like every time that goes off, I'm like, tell does machine. It's just like, man, what a dumb little reference that like they just nailed.
Yeah.
I love it. What about this though? Should foot shoulders really be like 5.5s? Those guys are getting like knocked down left and right. Those guys should be like .5s or something.
Yeah, they do seem a little strong in their in that implementation.
Right? If it's like if they did a Star Wars set and stormtroopers were like 4.4s, you'd be like, no, they're not. Those guys like fall over in the wind. Yeah. But you make it like an Orcish Bowmasters thing where you put counters on them, there's more of them. It's scary. I like that design.
Yeah.
Hire me, wizards. I just designed stormtroopers by using your own mechanics. Uh, Alex O, Poison Chicken would love to know. What's your favorite draft set?
Does Power Cube count?
Sure.
Yeah, I've been having a lot of fun with that. I never played Vintage Cube on MTG Online, but I might end up dipping my toes into that because I've liked Power Cube so much. I also liked Avatar. I never watched Avatar, but I really enjoyed the art and the different bending mechanics were really unique and distinct. I had a lot of fun with that one.
What's your favorite archetype to draft in Power Cube? What do you like to play?
I like artifacts. It's partly because it's a little more straightforward to draft. It's right there on the cards. It says artifact, take it.
Easy.
I wish Reanimator was a little bit better than it is. I do like the idea of that, but I've never really had much success with it.
You just gotta force storm every time like I do. Never works, but it's real fun. It's real fun. Kenny W. Niv Bizzit, what's your favorite pizza topping?
Sausage.
Ooh, is that Italian sausage?
Yep, Italian sausage. Nothing special, just good classic sausage pizza is my go-to.
No, that's a great answer. And I like it. You didn't say pepperoni because pepperoni's great, but man, pepperoni pizza all the time is boring. You got to mix it up a little bit. Get yourself a little sausage. Our last question from Chris York. We already kind of answered it, but we're asking it again anyway. What's your favorite league you've played in so far, and why?
Well, I mean, I'm really liking this one. Winning is fun.
Winning helps a lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. This set is not as bad as a lot of people feared it would be.
Yeah.
I was kind of expecting another Spider-Man. I think a lot of people were, but it's not all-time great, but it's a good one. So it's fun to play. And like I said, I like the Duskmourn mechanic, and the Final Fantasy leveling packs was really interesting.
Yeah, these are all great designs. Keep on designing great leagues, league committee, and we'll keep playing in them because we can't stop.
That's right.
Hey, Alex, that's going to do it. Thanks so much for coming on the show and answering all my questions, for being a part of the league for as long as you have been, man. And congrats on having your best league yet, 7-3. You're right on the cusp. Have a strong week 3. I'm rooting for you. Good luck out there.
Yeah, thank you.
No problem. And don't play when I play, because I don't want to play against your Boros Double Sally deck. So we'll make that agreement and promise right now on the show, of course.
Yeah.
And good luck in week 3.
Yep, you too.
Alex was awesome. And I've been playing with him a long time. It was whenever I invite anyone on the show, I check my Discord messages and my Discord history with them. To see if I've had them on the show before and how long ago, because I've had so many people on it. I can't really keep them all straight. And I got to go back and read a bunch of old fun messages I've had with Alex throughout the years of hey man, good game. That Emrakul play was crazy. And oh yeah, man, good game. And just read through some of our fun plays and try to remember the games. It was a good time. And it was great talking to Alex and getting him on the show and to hear that they're having their best league yet. You'll love to see it. And you'll have to be a part of the AGL. There's so much good stuff happening right now. You got the March Madness bracket for the side event. If you're listening to this and it's not the first Sunday that's coming up, it's still open. You can still sign up. You can play matches in the first week just for seeding, but you don't have to. I played my matches. I'm 4-1. Last I checked, I was in first place, which is awesome. Although here's the thing, my deck's actually not that good. Please don't vote for me when it comes to the March Madness thing. I'm going to bust some brackets if I go in as the number 1 seed with this thing. It's not worthy of number 1 seed. And then Kevin's doing his casino side event is back tonight. Is Strixhaven Winston draft? What? That's right. You heard me right. Here are the rules. Winston is back. Kevin's casino with a K on casino. Winston draft for Strixhaven. And you can do fun things like you can submit a 3-card poker bonus. And if you get, they all have, and these are from cards that you draft. If they all have the same creature type, oh, that's 3 of a kind. You get a bonus. Or these all have the same color. It's a flush. Of course, you're going to have 3 cards of the same color. That seems easy. This is going to be fun. I'm looking forward to it. I love these side events that everyone's doing, but Kevin's casino one has been really fun. I like these events that you kind of keep track of a little bit. Over weeks as you go, so it's like, yeah, I played in the first one, I did all right, I missed the second one, so I've got some points. I'd like to play in a couple more, get some more points, see if I can make it to the finals. That's usually how I do. I don't know if you know it, but Goku does well in side events. All right, I won a zombie league, I almost won the decathlon, I won Evans Miranda's Mega Draft of Madness. Don't sleep on Goku in the side events. That's where I shine. Main league, I say that. I'm 8-2. I'm having a good main league too. But side events, that's my thing. Won the Abzan Sealed. Just what I do. That's who I am. So sign up for some of these really cool events people are putting on. Get ready for week 3, and then get ready to start it all over again. It seems like nobody's read the rules because everyone I bring on doesn't know what they are. But yeah, you get your original starting pool. The 2 packs you mutated, they're gone. Boom, they're gone forever. The 4 packs you did not mutate, guess what? They're mutating, okay? And you get 2 new Turtles packs. 2 more chances to open that last Ronin, that Sally. And then you got 6 more losses to take after that, and you open Turtles packs with the fun bonus of if you can get to 10 wins, on your 10th win, you got to play somebody who top 8'd in the first 3 weeks. Ooh, that sounds like it's going to be a tough one. But you can do it. Of course you can. You're good at this. You play in the AGL. And until then, I hope everyone gets to keep a good 7. That's what it's all about. It's week 3. It's hard magic. It's good players. Let's have some good games. Let's have some good draws. All right? No one wants to go out on, mold a 5, kept a 1-lander. What can you do? Sometimes you don't get to play in those games. They're not very fun. And I hope that Shuffler's in your favor so you get to play your games, right? I want you to play it out. I want you to have good matches. I want you to win based off skill, not luck. That's what we're here for. And I'll see everyone out there in week 3. Until then, I guess this is Go Home.